We welcome in the Motown Phenom, Kevin Lee, back to the rally. Kevin, great to have you back on. You said you're going to take care of Michael Chiesa at Fight Night, Oklahoma City on Sunday night. You did just that with a first-round stoppage. Some people said it was controversial. The referee, Mario Yamasaki, maybe stopping a little bit early. I know you say no controversy. This thing was done, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you know the finer points of jiu-jitsu, and I've explained it, like, it's just, it was done. There was no way out. If anything, he's talking about it was going to burn him out. It ain't no burnout of the arms. It's all technique. You got the meaty part. I mean, you see these biceps. I mean, come on, you got this part of the bicep, this part of the forearm, right on the throat. There's no squeeze there. I just, you do a little flex, and I can flex for more than 45 seconds. I'll tell you that. Because, I had the boys over here in Vegas.
A lot of bad blood between you and Chiesa going into that. And now afterward, a lot of controversy there. Maybe there's going to be a rematch between you two, but I know you called out Khabib Nurmagomedov. Then you and Tony Ferguson got into it in the post-show. What's next?
I mean, the rematch don't make sense. You know what I mean? I kind of already showed I think everybody knows who's a better fighter anyway. You know what I mean? And even before the fight, I said it right here on on the show. The best way of him winning this fight was for me to make a mistake, make a stupid decision. And I mean, really, I did. I slipped and actually I tore my implant. Or I mean, I'm actually headed to the doctor right now to get my knee looked at. But I slipped and still ended up winning the fight. Still the worst thing that happened to me happened to me, and I still it still made light work of him. So I don't think a rematch makes sense. I'd rather move on to a bigger challenge and somebody that is really gonna give me that challenge. So I'm at the Khabib. If not Khabib, somebody like Eddie Alvarez sounds nice too.
Sure.
I might throw that out there because Khabib might not want to show his face. Khabib trying to hold on to that O. Khabib don't want a real challenge. So somebody like Eddie, a well-seasoned vet, a former champion, he's tough. He's smart. He'll take the fight.
There it is. I mean, you talk about some big names. You talk about Alvarez, the former champion, as you mentioned. If Khabib doesn't want to get it, as you say, Tony Ferguson. If Tony makes Khabib wait, would a Kevin Lee-Tony Ferguson fight make sense?
I think it do. I think it makes plenty of sense. This last fight he fought Lando. His last fight he was supposed to fight Michael Chiesa. So, and he fought somebody of lower caliber. So I don't see how that really bumped him up to in the rankings to fighting. I mean, I guess so it makes sense. He was supposed to fight Michael Chiesa. So, and that was last year. So I'd be the better version of Michael Chiesa than he was going to fight last year. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it works out.
Kev, you guys were headlining that fight card on Sunday night before you. Felice Herrig choked out Justine Kish. I mean, really choked her out to the point where there were some things on the apron there that you normally don't find.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Did you know that
when
you guys were fighting?
Hell no, I didn't know that. And I said it on TMZ yesterday. Hell no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that until the ride back when we was on the bus back to the hotel. And they like, oh girl, she. And I'm like, what? Like y'all ain't tell me that. Like y'all could have interrupted me for that one. Like I said, I'm glad that Mario understands the finer points of jiu-jitsu, because if he would have, boy, I don't know, I would have had to tap my damn self. But everybody wants to compare our chokes, and they want to say, because Mario gave Justine Kish the time to get out, it was a different choke. Just because they're both rear naked choke. If you even look at the pictures, you can see where her elbow is placed. She's choking with the front part of her forearm against the front of the throat. That can be toughed out. Like this hurts. It's a pain choke.
Sure.
It can be tough. You can see it in her face. It's gritting. With Chiesa, I'm on the sides of the neck. My elbow is right in the middle. That's just it's just different technique to both those chokes. And with my choke, you go, you that door closes. You know what I mean? That blood gets cut off to the brain. That door closes and it opens up really quick too. So as soon as that door closed and Mario Yamasaki saw the arm start to drop, that's when he's out. There was no he wasn't defending himself.
Sure.
So but as soon as you open it up, he wakes back up.
Now I guess your kryptonite would be if somebody defecates in one of your chokes. So we don't want to see that.
Yeah,
Kevin.
Nah, that's the best way out, baby. That's the best way out. Because I'm telling you, I'm tapping on your back. I'll give it up. That ain't worth. Look, my dignity worth more than that.
Hey, Kevin,
apparently, when I got back to the hotel, I asked Felice, and Felice said she thought it was a fart. Like, she could smell it. And I was like, what? You thought it was a fart? Like, and then she's got some on her foot. And I was like, oh, man, hell no. Look, I'm sorry. No, I got to keep it real in there.
Yeah,
I'm jumping over the fence.
Yeah, that's next level stuff right there for sure. Hopefully we won't have to deal with that again. Hey,
Look, she got my hats off because she is a tough boy.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm tapping before any of that starts to happen. I'm sorry.
That was amazing. You're right. Hey, Kevin, get that knee. Get a good look at that knee. Make sure you're healthy. But you always got a home here at 120 Sports. We appreciate it here on the Rally. He is the Motown Phenom, Kevin Lee. Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, man.